this is little Daisy. She is about 15 inches tall. Hi, Daisy. Will you please show us your energy? Wow. Okay, Daisy. Thank you for that. All right, I'm going to show you guys a new app. I've mentioned it a couple of times, but I don't know if I've used it yet. But it's Spirit Story Box. You can press right here, the features. That's my reflection. Does that go away if I turn the light on a little bit? I don't care. Okay, it's got different screen options that you can choose. And I'm gonna go, I like the steampunk one. That's steampunk. Okay, and then it also has different display screens. And this one's called Warp. This one's called Ectoplasma. And let's put it on Fireflies. It has different voices. So
this is the voice of Jill.
This is the voice of Scott.
This is the system voice.
Isn't that funny? Okay, so all in the world you do is just sit there and wait. You can turn the sensitivity on low or high, and you can turn the sound off or on. And then you just wait for the spirit to send a word. Wait for your vessel. So, Daisy, can you send us a word through Spirit Story Box? Send us a thought. And it'll just be a single word, so it's very comparable to, is it Ovulus is the app that does that? And sometimes it takes a while. So Daisy, don't be shy. We are friendly and we love you. And see, here's her little energy meter, and it's hovering right around the middle. Daisy, don't be shy. Send us a word so everybody can see how this app works. And while for what I do to read the dolls, to try to investigate and learn more about the dolls, I can honestly say I won't be using this app a whole lot for this purpose because it takes a while. I don't know why certain apps, you know, they're just all made differently, and all of these apps are for entertainment and for fun purposes. Fire. Well, thank you for that. And I'm going to go ahead and get out of it and switch over. Now I have to switch devices. I have a couple of apps on my iPad. Most of the apps are on my phone. So give me 1 minute. And let me finish my thought. All of these apps that I use are really just for entertainment and fun. But if you are connected with the energy in a vessel, I think that you have the ability in your consciousness, and of course the spirit has the ability to absolutely influence any of these apps. And that's why I never solely rely on any one of these apps. I usually get most of the information that I know from a vessel by living with it, and through telepathic communication, and through dreams, through Ouija, through my pendulum sessions. But I do love all of these apps, and I give credit and credence to all of them because you guys have seen some of the experiences that we've had. So she may have died in a fire, or that might be the element that she most connects with, you know, fire. Fire is one of the elements that I connect with strongly. I set a lot of fires when I was a little girl, not mean or on purpose, but carelessly, as in I like to watch the way different toys melted in fire and set a field fire one time. I was really involved in a show I was watching on TV one time, and an entire hot pan of French fries, the grease caught on fire. Those were a couple of them. It wasn't like I was setting fires as an arsonist to be bad. I just was a very active, silly girl and did a lot of crazy things and somehow set a lot of fires. But I love fire. I love to make a campfire or a fire in a fireplace. It gets me so excited. Well, I kind of rambled a little bit to see if she would send another word, and honestly, we could sit here for 10 more minutes, so I will be right back with you guys. Okay, I'm back, and if you watched the session right before this one, Mila somehow turned the audio on for this GhostCom app. I bet some of you were watching my videos thinking, well, why does she turn the audio off of the apps? Because that's part of the fun. I didn't even know that it was there, and I didn't purposefully turn it on. I'm giving credit to Mila. But I love it. It's dramatic. Okay, sweet little Daisy, will you put your thoughts together? Let's concentrate and send us a message. No willing spirits present. Please try later. What's up with that? Can this be later? Can you maybe... Are you scared? Do you want me to blow out that candle? Does fire scare you? Let me take the candle out. Maybe she doesn't like fire at all. That usually wards off evil spirits and calms. Here, let's just adjust the lighting a little bit. Okay, well, let's try again and see if that makes any difference. It's okay, Daisy. I got the candle away from you. I'm not sure what your relationship with fire is, or if that made any difference. She might not have wanted that candle by her. You're okay. We mean you no harm. This is the best audio ever, and maybe it's scaring her. Maybe I should turn it off. Okay. Do you feel better now that I put the candle out? So if someone adopts Daisy, there's an issue with fire. I strongly suspect that may have had something to do with the end of her life. To another, something lucky. Someone suggested I turn the camera like this to see a word that's cut off, but that it doesn't calibrate. Course. We got cut off, guys, but I think that the word behind something is encouragement. If you look closely, you can see where that's part of the encouragement, encouragement. So encouragement, something lucky to another, which all feels very positive. I feel like she's getting a little bit of a bad rap, and she doesn't deserve it. All right, let's do a real quick M2. Yeah, all of the here we go. All right, let's do an EVP session with Ghost Hunter M2. Would you like to send us a couple of words? What else? What are you thinking of? Did you die by fire? Are you afraid of fire? Is that something that anyone that chooses to adopt you should know? I'm guessing that might be the way that you passed. What are you thinking about, Daisy? Can you put together a thought or a word for us? Oh, Daisy.
Record.
Record? There's a record of the fire that took your life. Or you like to listen to records? Do you have another word for us? Would you like to find a new home?
Crucifix.
Ooh, crucifix, record, fire.
Anywhere.
Anywhere. Man, I'm honestly formulating a really not a very happy feeling or thought right now about, is the spirit in this doll from a long time ago? Were you, this is gonna sound horrible, you guys, were you accused of being a witch and burnt at the stakes? That's the image that you just put in my head. If that's the case, I will definitely need to do a pendulum session with you, something that hopefully you can answer specific questions, because I'm having a heavy, sad feeling right now. Does that make sense to you? I'm so used to dealing with spirits that, really were not that far removed from my lifetime, but you just gave me a really old vibe, like that you were possibly part of Salem. Is that true? Were you accused of being a witch? Can you send us one more clue? Nobody's judging you, and you're safe. I won't light more candles around you, I promise. I don't in any way, shape, or form have the feeling that Daisy keeps shutting off my recorder. It just keeps going off. So I want to do one more session on this Ghost Comm app, just because it's quick, and to see if she refuses to talk with me again, or if she sends a message that will indicate if I am correct in my assumption or my thoughts that I'm putting together, that she may be from a long time ago and possibly have been accused of being a witch and burnt in a fire. Too shy to speak. You're fun. Cleaner. I don't know what that means, but she's did you see the screen freeze? So we have too shy to speak, you're fun, cleaner. Oh my gosh, okay, I know what that means. I honestly, this is the honest truth. Her dress stinks, and before I ship her to anybody, I'm going to strip all of her clothes off and wash them. They smell like an attic. They smell yucky. I think this doll is shy, and I should say I think this is a shy spirit that has been through something horrific that has to do with a fire, crucifix. There's just a lot going on here, so I'm definitely sticking to what I originally told the girl that was interested in this doll, and that is, I do not think that this doll has any negative intentions. I don't think she's evil, but I absolutely do think that she's not a doll for beginners. She's a little more complex than that. Okay, you guys, that is little Daisy. I will do more investigative sessions with her. I haven't put it all together yet, but I don't think she's for a beginner. Okay, that's that.